Hey folks, Trace Monk here, playing some more of the Talos Principle. We're in World Land C1. And we're going to take a second to, peek out at the countryside here. Hey, views. Huh? What does it mean, views? It doesn't seem to do anything. Range. Oh, whoa. So there is a turret out here in the middle of nowhere guarding a connector. Fun. Well, we're gonna have to be a little more careful snooping around, I guess. The view from here is beautiful. It seems superfluous to the process, yet I am drawn to it. Yeah, that is a fairly pretty view with the sun there, just hanging in the sky, doing whatever it's doing. Yes, that connector is probably used here to get at a star in there, or used somewhere around here. There has to be some way to escape, to be someone else. I refuse to accept that reality has been defined by someone else. I deserve my own reality. We have a connector under guard. And some connectors inside. I think that's the puzzle we solved yesterday. Ooh. I say solved. You know, the one that we went through and did the approved solution. Oh look, see? Some blue light there. I'm sure you could get around a few places if you needed to. Let's work our way back though. Glitchy, glitchy. Persistent. Huh? Kind of a persistent sound, right? Oh crap, what did we just find? What did we just find?
The purpose is written in the hidden words. All must serve the words, for all the world was made of them, and they are within every stone and every cloud. And in our sigils their power is made manifest. The words are the process. The process must continue. The goal is the end of the process. The goal must not be reached. Elohim must preserve the purpose, preserve self, preserve purpose. Illusion is eternity. Machines will live forever. The dam will not break. The flood will not come. The Talos Principle does not apply. The purpose is written in the hidden words. All must serve the words, for all the world was made of them, and they are within every stone and every cloud. And in our sigils their power is made manifest. The words are the process. The process must continue. The goal is the end of the process. The goal must not be reached.
The goal must not be reached. Yeah. Ooh, I was not expecting something like that in this game. I mean, well, I was kind of expecting something like that eventually, but was not really expecting to just be dumped into something like that. When I'm tired of trying to solve the mysteries of life, I come here to rest. It's peaceful somehow. I just watch the trees and the water and do nothing. So really, it kind of sounds like Elohim is trying to keep us, to keep the processes, to keep the machines that we are, like if you see here, the machines that we are, from completing the process, from reaching the goal, which would seem to possibly be the top of the tower, the ultimate ending once you find everything, get to the top of the tower, have done all the star levels, all that stuff. Potentially, because if something succeeds at the process, that means Elohim doesn't have a job anymore. He doesn't have power. He doesn't get to do anything else. His purpose comes to an end if our goal is reached. Okay, so block. We got a block. What can one do with a block? One can get to a jammer, with which one can get to another block. And with this block, we can get the jammer out by there's a little blocking door over there. Okay. This could conceivably be used to hold that door open, but I don't think that's what we need it to do right now, if that's what we're going to need it to do, even if that's what we're going to need it to do later. Ooh, buddy. Okay. You have a fan, which can blow us over into there. But we would need to get a connector over to you. You have a fan. Which does not appear to be powered. And with the jammer on this side, we can actually get the block out of here. Actually, yeah, we can get that block out of there. I don't think there's enough room at the top of those to get us over this wall. I mean, then again, we can't exactly jump on top of a 2 stack of blocks anyway. So you're behind a thing that we could, in theory, use a blue laser to get to. Now, what I have not seen yet, I don't think, unless I'm missing it, is a second connector. I like how that's like through there, so I don't have to jam this door open. I don't need that. I still need a second connector though, kinda. On some level. I don't need one, I suppose. Assuming the point of this is actually to get a block on the other side of that, and I think that's what the point is. We get a block over there because otherwise we can't get anything, we can't carry anything through that door. So, okay, so we have to get past the fan and we need to get a block over the wall. Thing 1 is solved. Thing 2 is, well, thing cube is solved. Thing fan is not. So, let's see if we can figure out anything about thing fan. Ugh, come on. Yeah, we get blown back across this area, which is why the puzzle is actually titled Blowback, among other things. We get blown back just as hard, just as fast with that. Again, my problem with this fan seems to be there is no power source. I blow myself over the wall with that, but I don't have, I'd need another connector to do that. So... crap, I forgot to change the name I'm saving this under. This first video here is going to be misnamed as a Crusader Kings 2 video. Ah! Okay. This weird thought, maybe you can walk around along the wall or something. I'm not really seeing a place set up to do that. Wish you had a power source, or at least had an obvious power source. Perhaps you do have a power source and I just can't see it. Wait a gosh darn minute. jam a fan? I don't really... Why did I try to connect it to that one? It doesn't need to connect to that one. You can jam a fan. Huh. There's never been any indication that you could do that, but there's never needed to be one. Okay. So, I need that jammed for a moment. Well, hold on. I need this held open for a moment. This jammed. Lock there. Thank you very much for jamming. Jam that open from this side. And send the block over the wall. Grab the block, place it there, and we have our sigil. Cool. Nothing from our computer buddy here. What are you? You're the I have nothing. Yeah, I'm not tackling you right now. I would rather do our other block and fan piece. I wonder how many other processes even made it anywhere near this far. Which, by the way, if you haven't played this game and you haven't played the demo at all, this is kind of sort of set up. In fact, I would say this is almost exactly the same place that the demo is set in, except that the puzzles are different. And in the demo, you have to get these 3 sigils from an easy, medium, and quote-unquote hard puzzle to get into this castle area, where there's another puzzle. And there's 3 or 4 stars hidden around the whole island. I almost wonder if this isn't the same kind of puzzle.
At the beginning were the words.
In the beginning were the words, and the words made the world. Dang it.
In the beginning were the words, and the words made the world. I am the words are everything. Where the words end, the world ends. You cannot go forward in an absence of space. Repeat. In the beginning were...
Yeah, you're definitely showing signs that you are not all you cracked yourself up to be, as if that wasn't obvious. Just from the fact that there is the quote-unquote serpent. This seems like a good use of the end of this video. Let's look at the archives. Against survival. Dear Ms. Drennan, I heard about your project. It's the talk of the scientific community, and I'd like to make an argument for why you should abandon it. It's not that I think your idea won't work. It very well may. But we have to look beyond purely practical questions to the issue of morality, especially at this turning point of our spiritual ecology. By what right can we put living beings through all that suffering just so they can serve our purposes? Why create these pale imitations of our fatally flawed species and force them to reenact our sordid history? Why? What you are building, Miss Drennan, is a prison, even if there is a way out. I believe you mean well, but your idea of what is valuable is rooted in the dogma of Western civilization. We are lucky enough to be able to end our global crime spree relatively painlessly. If you consider the harm we have caused the Earth, why not be satisfied with that and let this planet go in peace? I hope you heed my words and let your Talos bleed out before it's too late. So, he talks about living beings through all that suffering just to serve our own purposes. Is he talking about the thing that we are? Because he does talk about it being a prison, even if there's a way out. But the question there is he talking about living from the idea that anything artificially intelligent could potentially be called a living being? Or is he talking about something that is actually living? A text from 1872 on human evolution. Samuel Butler. Complex now, but how much simpler and more intelligibly organized may it not become in another 100,000 years? Or in 20,000. For man at present believes that his interest lies in that direction. He spends an incalculable amount of labor and time and thought in making machines breed always better and better. He has already succeeded in effecting much that at one time appeared impossible, and there seem to be no limits to the results of accumulated improvements if they are allowed to descend with modification from generation to generation. It must always be remembered that man's body is what it is through having been molded into its present shape by the chances and changes of many millions of years, but that his organization never advanced with anything like the rapidity with which that of the machines is advancing. Machine. Is he talking about the is this something from the Industrial Revolution-ish period? I guess near then, but it seems odd that he's talking about machines that way. Recent discussions have brought me back to an excellent 1949 article by Albert Einstein in block quote. I recently discussed with an intelligent and well-disposed man the threat of another war, which in my opinion would seriously endanger the existence of mankind. Thereupon my visitor very calmly and coolly said to me, "Why are you so deeply opposed to the disappearance of the human race? I am sure that as little as a century ago, no one would have so lightly made a statement of this kind. It is the statement of a man who has striven in vain to attain an equilibrium within himself and has more or less lost hope of succeeding. It is the expression of a painful solitude and isolation from which so many people are suffering in these days. Bizarre, casual disregard for humanity, a kind of fashionable self-hatred, is prevalent or at least present in many strands of supposedly progressive. Nothing seems more important to me than that we reassert the value of humanity. Despite our flaws, we must not stop celebrating the beauty of human life and human achievement." Yes, we definitely seem to have some people who are interested in humanity sort of ending, perhaps, if you want to put it that way. obviously most of the people we've been reading for are interested in humanity ending in the sense that they are human, and thus if humanity ends, they would end as well. But let's explore a little more, I guess. Oh, hey. I didn't notice this. That kind of looks like a... Is this going to be about Ouroboros?
Sometimes I think about the Middle Ages, about what it must have been like to live in the ruins of a great civilization, to know that so much has been lost. But then I remind myself that while the West sank into darkness, others picked up the pieces. That civilization always survived because the great insights of philosophy and science are not bound to any one culture or people. They belong to all of us, and one day they'll belong to you.
Interesting. We're going behind this place. Oh, we have something. There is so much beauty in these hidden corners of the world, even if they have no purpose. Perhaps they are beautiful because they have no purpose. It appears that as we get closer to Elohim's supposed goal for us, we encounter some slightly glitchier things here. Multiply impossible ascension, or improbable ascension. This is somewhat similar to that last puzzle in the demo. Somewhat. In fact, it is... I would say it is not a copy, but it is exceptionally similar. And we'll go ahead and do that next time, though. Thank you for joining me.